Magandang araw, ako po si Sir Ariel, ang ALS lover ng Edtech Unit. Narito po ako para sa isang napakagandang balita at upang magpaalala na ang kinabukasan ay mas gaganda at uunlad kung ang lahat ay patuloy na mag-aaral. Sa edukasyon sa ating bansa, tiyak na walang maiiwanan sa pag-abot ng mga pangarap. Kaya naman ang Department of Education ICT's Educational Technology Unit at Alternative Learning System Task Force ay nagtutulungan sa pagkakaroon ng ALS Tech Empowerment Program upang maihatid ang excellent quality education sa ating mga ALS learner and teachers. To easily deliver the lessons from the modules and other references, we will provide tablet PC as part of the DepEd computerization program to all ALS teachers and orientation on the use of these packages. To deepen the pedagogical use of information and communications and technology in delivering instructions, there are training workshops on the use and curation of open educational resources or OER, Google and Microsoft productivity tools, creation of video lessons using PowerPoint presentations and KineMaster, and on ebook or e-magazine development. To create an avenue for remedial lessons that is open to all learners, teachers, and parents, we will have the ETUlay free online tutorial and mobile ETUlay, where we will visit remote schools to feature the best practices of our ALS teachers and learners. Sa mga out-of-school youth and adult, laging tatandaan na may pag-asa upang makapagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. May ALS para sa inyo. Ang edukasyon ay para sa lahat. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Good afternoon everyone from different parts of the Philippines. Learners, my grade 6 learners, guardians, parents, and also teachers who are watching here with us sa ating ETUlay session. Okay, magandang hapon. I hope everyone is doing so well. Kamusta po ang lahat? Okay, it's Tuesday again. Definitely our Choose English Day. And sino po ang ating first comer sa araw na ito? Aba, si Gian Claire Laguerta. Aba, okay. So, ito si Gian Claire Laguerta, Brix Arky Gonzalez, Margos Francesca Santos, Mohana Tiksay, Mary Joy Parantar. Okay, lagi silang nandito every Tuesday. Okay, thank you so much at nandito ulit kayo. Okay, good afternoon po sa lahat. Brix Arky Gonzalez watching from Malimpampang Elementary School, San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Okay, and Corazon Inang Amang and Joanna Alpea Cruz from SSDR Bustos District, SDO, Bulacan. Good afternoon po. And once again, I'm your tutor for today. I'm Tutor Jazz for your English 6th lesson or session. Okay, since our time is just for 40 minutes, let's start this discussion. So allow me to share my screen. Naka-share na pala. I'm sorry. Okay, so choose English Day. That's every Tuesday. This afternoon, still quarter 3. Okay, this time around, we are going to talk about inferring meaning of content-specific words, focusing on the word journalism. Okay, so ano kaya pag-aaralan natin yung journalism this time? But let me give thanks muna sa division ng Pasig City for the self-learning module that I will be using this afternoon. Okay, and I have here the screenshot of the self-learning module development team from the writer, editor, sa ating management team from our very own STS, Ma'am Agustin, and down to our PSDSS. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so learners, my grade 6 learners, at the end or after going through the self-learning module, you are all expected to infer meaning of content-specific words, that is journalism. Okay, so you're now ready? Okay, ihanda ang activity notebook, okay, and your pen also. Alright? And let's now proceed to our P-test. Let me know how well you understand or how well you know this topic. Alright? Okay, so Conchita Belen watching from Eduardo B. Batalla Elementary School, Division of Cagayan. Okay, good afternoon. And Gian Claire Laguerta from Mangilad Sur Elementary School sa Candelaria, Quezon. And Diona Faye Durango from San Juan Elementary School. Good afternoon, everyone. And I guess you should be ready now. Okay, so once again, you have to write the number first and then your answer sa ating mga activities na gagawin this session. Okay? So let's have this pretest. Okay, for your direction, what are you going to do? You just have to identify whether the meaning of the underlined journalism-related terms or words can be inferred from the context clues provided. Okay, put a check mark if the meaning of the underlined words can be inferred in the sentences and a cross mark if it isn't. Okay, so lagyan lang number 1, it is check mark and cross mark. Okay, check or X lang ang i-drop ninyo dyan sa comment box natin. Okay, so number 1. Okay, you ready? Okay, so the type of journalism in which photographs are used more than words is called photojournalism. I have here this underlined word, photojournalism. Okay, tingnan natin yung sagot. Nag-i-infer ba yan ang meaning doon sa underlined word? Look at the sentence. Okay, Gabriel Kerubin, Mark Eros Magpale, France. Oh, parehas tayong France. Okay, and Diane Artas Gariano, Marivic Malsimapote, Brix Gonzalez, Gabriel Kerubin, Margo Santos. Number 1 is, ano ba ang tamang sagot? Okay, it's a check mark. Okay, so that is check. Next, number 2. Okay, number 2 is, the copy editor carefully checks the articles for errors before printing the newspaper. The underlined word that we have here is copy editor. Your answer is number 2, learners. Let me see your answer. Okay, watching from Libud Elementary School, Kamalig Albay, Bicol Region, Maria Teresa Nunes. Good afternoon. Okay, number 2, Joanna Althea Cruz, Margo Francesca Santos, Gabriel Kerubin, Mapote Marivic. Number 2 is okay, Briggs RT. Tingnan natin. Okay, number 2 is a check mark still. Okay, so copy editor yon. Okay, check mark. And how about the last one? Okay, number 3. Alexander took the opportunity to catch the press release about the new products and services of Gonzalez Company since the CEO gives his official statement. Okay, so the underlined words or terms that I have here is press release. Nag-i-infer ba yun dun sa sentence? Number 3, you write the number and then your answer so that I know kung saan kayo sumasagot. Okay, Gabriel Kirubin again. Rix Arky Gonzalez, Margo Francesca, Marvic Malse Mapote, who else? Dane Artas Garanio, Jeneline Dabo. Number 3 is... Okay, it's a check mark. Okay, great. Wow. Sino nakakuha ng 3 points? Okay, perfect to 3. Parang feeling ko nakakuha lahat, no? Kasi nakikita ko doon ko tama ang sagot. Very good, everyone. That means you already have that knowledge or ideas about our topic for today, which is so good. Okay, now let's do a quick recap. Okay, so quick recap. You have learned, or we have learned journalism, right? You have learned journalism in your lower level and also this level. Okay, and what is journalism, everyone? Okay, so journalism, it says here, is the activity of gathering, assessing, creating, and presenting news and information, right? It has a rich vocabulary and it is interesting to read journalistic articles because it is full of facts and evidences. All right, so, however, understanding some content-specific words in this discipline would be challenging if you are not into journalism. But, okay, always remember that everything is learnable, okay? Lahat ay napag-aaralan, lahat ay natututunan. Okay, so let's have this. Okay, a moment. Okay, so let's now proceed to our lesson. To infer, a moment. Okay, here. To infer the meaning of terms used in journalism, a reader may use various strategies to fully understand a journalistic text, such as using affixes, roots, and context clues. Okay? So para mas maintindihan natin yung mga journalistic text or terminologies in journalism, we can use several or various strategies so that we can fully understand them. Okay? Through what? Through the use of affixes, roots, and context clue or context clues. So today, let us use the context clues to infer the meaning of content-specific words in journalism. Okay? So context clues muna tayo. But let's define again what journalism is. Journalism is a valuable form of communication as it aims to provide citizens, okay, or the people with the information they need to make the best possible decision. Okay? And also journalism has various types. Various types such as broadcast, online, opinion, sports, political, and entertainment. Each of them is thought-provoking but challenging at the same time, since you should be able to infer meaning from some content, okay, some content words used. Okay, so inferring meaning of words using context clues here is necessary to aid you understanding journalistic text. Okay, so again, madaming journalistic terminologies or words ang ginagamit sa journalism itself, right? In order for us to understand them, we can use several strategies. Yung sabi ko kanina, we can use the affixes, the roots, but this time around, we are going to use the context clues, okay? So ano nga ba yung context clues, everyone? Okay, context clues are hints, okay? Hints from the word itself, clue. Clue, hint, right? Okay, hints that an author gives to help define a difficult or unusual word within a text. The clues may appear within the same sentence as the word to which it refers, or it may follow in the next sentence. All right? So journalism. Okay, journalism is a form of writing that tells people about what? About things that really happened, but that they might not have known about already. So, what do you call the people who write journalism? Okay, so people who write journalism. Hi, Sir Max Sitera. Good afternoon. People who write journalism are called what? Sige nga, tingnan natin. People who write journalism are called recitation. Okay, virtual recitation. Okay, go ahead. My grade 6 warriors, go ahead. Okay, people who write journalism are called what? Oh, Joanna Altea Cruz, you're right. Journalists. Okay, so people who write journalism, okay, are called journalists. Ah, very nice. Bricks Archie Gonzalez, journalist. Good job. Okay, so they might work. They might work from what? Work at newspapers, magazine, saan pa? Website, saan pa? TV or radio stations. All right. So the most important characteristic shared by good journalists is okay, that is curiosity. You know that good journalists love to read and want to find out as much as they can about the world around them. And journalism comes in several different forms. Yun yung sinabi ko kanina. Okay? It could be news. Sa news, we have the breaking news, the feature stories, ano pa? The enterprise or the investigative stories, right? And we also have, kung may news, meron ding opinion. Sa opinion, okay, nandoon yung editorials, what else? The columns, reviews, online reviews, yung restaurant reviews, movie reviews, okay, and all. Blogs also, all right? So, the best journalism is easy to read and just sounds like a smart person telling you something interesting, all right? Okay, so that is some background about journalism. Okay, going back to the context clues, everyone. Okay, context clues. Ano nga yung gamit ng context clues? Okay, this help us so that we can understand fully kung yung mga journalistic text or terminologies. Okay, from the word itself, clue, that means hint. Okay, so context clues are hints found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meaning of a new and familiar words. Okay, so a reader must be aware that many words have several possible meanings. Okay, so isang kahulugan but there are a lot of words that we can use. Okay, kasi nga meron tayong like synonyms and so on. That's why we are going to talk about this one. Look. Okay, there are at least 4 types of context clues. The first one here is a synonym. I believe that you are already familiar with the word synonym, right? Okay, so synonym, it refers to a word or group of words with the same meaning. Same meaning, that's synonym. Okay, for example, let's take a look at this. The social media must not spread fake news because they are false and misleading. Okay, look at this one. I have here fake news. Okay, the synonym of fake news is that one, or that means false and misleading, right? Okay, so this one is an example of a synonym. Okay, the next one is antonym. Kung meron naman tayong synonym, well, we also have the opposite. Okay? We call that antonym. Ano naman po yung antonym? Okay? Is a word or group of words that has opposite meaning and reveals the unknown term. Okay, so kanina, synonym, same meaning. This time around, antonym, opposite meaning. Okay? So opposite meaning, for example. Okay, for example, nowadays, okay, fake news is more likely to go viral than real news. Tingnan ninyo yung naka-bold terms ko. Okay, sabi ni Gabriel Kirubin and then the Bricks Archie Gonzalez kabaliktaran. Okay, that is antonym. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so going back to my example here in antonym, fake news and then real news. They're opposite, right? Okay, so this one, okay, is an example of antonym. All right? Okay, so fake news, kabaligtaran, real news. Next one is explanation. What it says here in explanation? Okay, so using this type, the unknown word is explained within the sentence or in a sentence immediately preceding it. Nasa loob ng pangungusap mo, okay, yung explanation for that term. Okay, so that is also one of, types of context clues, explanation. Let's take a look at this one. According to the Sunday Times magazine, fake news is a deliberate act of forgery. If something is forged, something is falsified. Okay, fake news, merong explanation. Okay, if something is forged, something is falsified, this one is deliberately act of forgery. Do you know what forgery means? Okay, anong forgery? Okay, oh hi, Briggs R.K. Gonzalez, watching from Malimpampang Elementary, San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Okay, good afternoon, Ma'am Wilma Soriano. Okay, so forgery, this is the crime or illegally copying something in order to deceive someone. Okay, so last one, number 4. Okay, number 4 is example. So meron na tayong synonym, antonym. The third one is, what is the third one? Example, explanation. Okay, and the fourth one is, okay, so example. Ano naman to example? So the sentences, the sentence presents an example or instance to clarify the meaning of the unknown term. Okay, so dito they are giving example within the text. Okay, within the concept, within the sentence. Let's take this for example. Sometimes people hope that some fake news are real, such as a 30% immediate salary raise or an all expense paid for out of the country company team building. Okay? So meron ditong example such as, and then the one that I have written in bold terms. Okay? So that's the example. Okay, so those are the at least 4 types of context clues. So yun ay magagamit natin so that we can easily understand those journalistic terms, terminologies, and familiar words. Okay, and let's now proceed to, okay, guided practice. Okay, so guided practice. Okay, ready your activity notebook again, my grade 6 warriors. Okay, so let's have some exercise. Okay, for the directions, you have to read the following sentences, then infer the meaning of journalism-related words based on the given context clues. And let's try to explain that later. Okay, so the first one, number 1. Oh, okay, so pag-drop na ng sagot ninyo, ah. Okay, so tingnan natin. The lead of a news story tells the reader the most important information. So even if you don't read the whole article, you would have the bird's eye view of the story. Okay, so is this? Okay, what's one? Okay, so the meaning of the word lead, okay, lead in here, the one that I have underlined in the sentence, can be inferred from what? From the given context clues. Lead is the most important part since it gives the summary of an article. Okay, so that's it. How about for number 2? Okay, number 2. If you don't want to be accused of plagiarism, you must not copy somebody's words or ideas as if they were your own. Okay, so in this example, plagiarism means copying or taking someone's words or ideas as if they were your own. Okay, and how about for number 3? Okay, number 3. The newspaper's banner is pretty hard to miss. This attention-grabbing headline features the largest font on the page and spans the entire width of the paper. Okay, so the word banner is clearly explained in the given sentences. Okay? So ano yung type ng context clues na ginamit dito? For number 3. Okay? Explanation. Okay, explanation is the type of context clue used in this example. All right? Okay, so let's have activities. For your activity 1, okay, tingnan natin kung may natutunan. Okay, so for your instruction, learners, put a check mark if the meaning of the underlined words can be inferred in each sentence and cross mark if not. Okay, oh, ngayon lang pumapasok ang comments niyo. Okay, so Margo Francesca Santos, yung number 3, tama yung explanation. Okay, oh, Rexel and Kahulugan. Hi po, watching from Cagayan de Oro City. Good afternoon. Okay, so let's now proceed to our activity 1. Okay, check mark or cross mark. Okay, so the editor is in charge of editing and controlling the articles in magazines and newspaper. What is that one? Underlined words can be inferred in each sentence. Ang underlined word ko here is editor. Number 1 is it a check mark or a cross mark? Okay, Charles, Ivan, Landingan, Salvador, Ashlyn, Margot, Santos, Alcris, Adriano, Marivic, number 1. Okay, our answer is... Okay, that is correct. Okay, a check mark. Good. How about for number 2? Okay, number 2, learners. Even if you are not an official writer, you may still contribute your articles to the school paper. The underlined word that I have here is contribute. Does it infer to the given sentence? Number 2. Okay. Lagyan ng number ha, your number and your answer. The number and the answer. Okay, number 2. Contribute. Okay, contribute yung aking underlined word. Oh, Angela Grace Villas. Okay, that's right. Okay, that is a cross mark. Okay, so the answer is cross mark. Next, how about for number 3? Okay, every journalist. Okay, ito yung sinabi nyo kanina, journalist, diba? The one or the person who writes journalism. Okay, so every journalist exercises freedom of press. It is the right of newspapers to publish stories and articles without being controlled by the government. Number 3, is it a check mark or a cross mark? Let me see. Okay, Gabriel Kirubin, check. Marivic Mapote, Joanna Altea Cruz, check. Who else? Landingen, check. Princess Rodriguez, Joanna Altea Cruz, check. Tingnan natin kung tama yung sagot ninyo. Okay, and our answer is, okay, a check. Okay, this one is a check mark. Freedom of press. Okay, and let's now proceed. Oh, sino ang nakakuha ng perfect 4? Did you get perfect 4? That's amazing. Okay, so let's proceed to I'm sorry. We have another one pa pala. Okay, so here, fake news. Okay, number 4. Fake news is false or misleading information presented as news. It often has the aim of damaging the reputation of a person or entity or making money through advertising revenue. Number 4, is it a cross mark or a check mark? Let me see your answer. Angeli Villas, Charles Landingen, Mark Eros Magpali France, Gabriel Fervia, Mapote, okay, Rodriguez, Princess. Okay, number 4 is definitely a check. Okay, fake news. False and misleading information. Okay, next. Okay, for our wrap up, let's see let's wrap everything up that we have talked about a while ago, since we still have 9 minutes more. Okay, here. Ano ang gagawin ninyo? Simply, you just have to complete. Okay, complete the following statement with the appropriate words. Choose your answers from the words in the box. Okay, I have here 5 words in the box. We have the context clues, the information, journalism, communication, and hints. Okay? So, yan yung choices ninyo in answering the paragraph below. Okay, so blank is a form of blank that is considered valuable as it aims to provide citizens or the public with the blank they need to make the best possible decision. Okay, what is it? Sige nga, yung 1, 2, 3. Yung first 3 blanks. Number 1, hints. Hints is a form of, ganun ba yun? Okay, yung choices natin, learners, context clues, information, journalism, communication, and hints. So here, what is a form of what? Nakikita nyo ba? Okay, so here, journalism, the first blank is journalism. Journalism is a form of communication. Oh, very good, Margot Francesca Santos. Okay, journalism is a form of communication that is considered valuable as it aims to provide citizens with the information they need to make the best possible decision. Okay, nakakuha si Margot Francesca Santos. Okay, good job. And next, blank or blank? Ano yung last 2 blanks natin? So maybe number 4 and pang-apat and pang-5 natin. Ang natitira na lang natin ay context clues and hints. Okay, who is this one? Kahulugan, context clues. Tama po. Context clues are. Okay, great. Okay, context clues are hints that an author gives to help define a difficult or unusual word within a text. Okay, so the clues may appear where? Within the same sentence or as the word to which it refers, or it may follow in the next sentences. Okay, tama po yan. Number 5 is hint. Tingnan po natin, sabay-sabay nating ulitin ha. Let's read it all together. Na kahit nandyan kayo and I'm here, okay, you do it still. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, let's read together. Journalism is a form of communication that is considered valuable as it aims to provide citizens with the information they need to make the possible decision. Okay, to make the best possible decisions. Next, context clues are hints that an author gives to help define a difficult or unusual word within a text. The clues may appear within the same sentence as the word or to which it refers, or it may follow in the next sentence. Okay, so please remember this, okay, these sentences, right? Okay, next one. Okay, for our valuing part, I have here a poem from Maria Ninfa M. Gonzalez. Okay, the title of the poem is Fake News. Okay, sige, break muna tayo. Good afternoon, Maricel Fidel, watching from home. Happy learning. Yes, happy learning. And also, Althea Nicole Bayani from Biclat Elementary School, grade 6, JP Rizal. Okay, and let's now proceed to this poem. Okay, what it says here. Okay, so let's read it together. Okay, all together, let's read it. Fake news creates misinformation. It could harm somebody's reputation. Better check the source of misconception, or you'd come up with the wrong decision. Fake news are blatantly false notions, that disrespect and damage a person. So, have a kind and compassionate heart because journalism is a noble art. That is from Maria, Ninfa, and Gonzalo. Okay? So, now, ano ang gagawin ninyo learners? Since you're still going to meet next Tuesday, I'm going to give you this as your, as your homework. Okay? You will have this as your homework. Okay, you have to read the poem, the short poem again, then create your own version of the poem about kindness and respect in relation to journalism. Okay? Can you screenshot this one? Tapos next Tuesday, sa pag-meet natin again, can you paste that sa ating comment box? I really wanna read it and I'm really going to save it. Okay? Hi, Yashi Villarde, watching from Paradahan Elementary School. Okay. And, okay, so na-screenshot na yung homework ninyo. Let's proceed to our, just like this. Okay, just like this. Alright? Okay, let's now proceed to your post-test. Tingnan natin kung may natutunan, kung nakinig kanina. Alright? Okay, so number 1. Okay, for the directions pala. Okay, directions. Read the sentences carefully, then infer the meaning of the content words in journalism using context clues. Okay, using context clues. Number 1, Adriel is tasked to write a feature articles for Tambuli, the official school publication of Pineda Elementary School. A, characteristic. B, a special attraction. C, a special article in a newspaper. D, structure, form or appearance of a person. What does this feature means? Drop your answer now. Number 1, and then is it A, B, C, or D? Okay, come on. What is the answer for number 1? Feature means what? Okay. Okay, Angeli Grace Villas, number 1 is letter C. So as Margot Francesca Santos, tingnan po natin if your answer really is correct. Okay, so number 1 is letter C. Okay, that is correct. Good job. Okay, special article in a newspaper. That is the meaning of feature. Next, how about for number 2? Jensen went to Malacanang to cover the SONA 2021. The underlined word that I have here is cover. Alright? So what does that mean? Or what do we infer from this journalism word? Is it A, B, C, or D? Number 2. Is it to provide an alibi? Is it to put on garments such as a hat? Is it to protect or conceal or hide something? Or is it to give a report or description of an event in social media? Charles Ivan Landingen and Margot Francesca Santos, Angela Grace Villas, Mark Eros Magpali France, Maria Cristina Belmonte. Ang sagot ninyo ay letter D. Tama po kaya ang letter D? Okay, good. Okay, letter D is our correct answer. Cover means to give a report or description of an event in social media. Okay, next one, number 3. Today's front page carries a banner headline of a controversial issue. Okay, so the underlined word is banner. Number 3, what is your answer? Number 3, the answer is Joanna Althea Cruz. Your answer is, okay, C. Marivic Mapote, it's letter C. Tingnan natin. Okay, so the answer is letter D. Yeah, you're right, Francesca Margot Santos. Okay, the answer is a large headline in a newspaper that extends across the front page. What is a banner? Because we are talking about journalistic text or terminologies or words, okay? That means journalism words. Okay, so banner means a large headline in a newspaper that extend across the front page. And how about for number 4? As the copy editor of the school publication, Crusette kills irrelevant parts of the paper. The underlined word that I have here is kills. And then your answer is, let me check your answer. Oh, di ko na nakikita yung numbers ninyo You're numbering muna. Number and then your answer so that I'll know. Number 4, the answer is, what is the answer for number 4? Okay, Margo Francesca Santos. Okay, letter D. Princess Rodriguez, letter D. Tama ba ang sagot nyo? Tingnan natin. Okay, so number 4, Angeli and Barot, Chris. Tama po ang mga sagot ninyo. To delete, kills here means to delete a section of a story. So is Charles Ivan Landinen. Good job. Okay, and sino po ang nakakuha ng 4? Who got 4 out of 4? Feeling ko may nakakuha ng 4, ang tatandaan ko sino ito? Si Margo. Okay, sino man ako ng 4? Great job. Okay, if you got 4, okay, you tap yourself again. Good job, self. Okay, you did a great job. Okay, good job, everyone. And once again, this afternoon, we have learned what? You, Angela Grace Villas. Okay. That's great. Okay, so journalism-related words and understanding them, and understanding the specific word, which is the journalism, using context clues. Okay, I hope that you've learned something this afternoon because our 40-minute is now so over. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for being with me here this afternoon, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget that Tuesday is our Choose English Day. Thank you, everyone, and you all did so amazing. Bye-bye!
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!